Well, I haven't shown my screen yet. Yeah, Carlos. So I actually added a Monday webinar. So if you guys, you're already registered. So Monday you'll get a email saying reminder Holly's Map Makers is going to start at 3 o'clock. So today I'm going to show you the software. It has a little bit of bugs in it, so I need a couple of beta testers, which is why we are going to have this one show it off to you guys. And then Monday, we're going to show you guys more stuff, and then I'm going to bring on the person who's doing the video training, because as most people know, I'm not the best person for video training. So Michael Bowers is from LSG, so he's going to come on Monday, and he's going to take care of the training, and I'll take care of the software. So and that'll be Monday from 3 to 4, and you guys will get an email. No, not Michael's Wingman. It's Michael's, Frank and Michael's from LSG. If you Google Livestream Genius, it's that Michael. All right, so yeah, Grant. So I'm curious as to you guys, are you guys using Google Maps? Now we're not talking about Google Business Maps, okay? We're talking Maps Maker, Google's Maps. How many people are using Google Maps for either their website or for YouTube? Or if you don't know even like how it works, say that too. All right, so some people, there's just like quite a few people that don't use it, don't know how to use it. A few people with lead gen. All right, cool. So the maps trick is something that a lot of people don't talk about because it works so well. And the only reason why I am talking about it now is because it's been let out of the bag about 8 months ago. And Michael put out a really good training on it, but since then there's been a couple people talking about it too, and no one has put out software on it. And when you're doing maps, it takes a lot of time, especially if you have a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of websites. So what I'm referring to is, I'll go on my server. Oh, I already deleted it. Let me see if I can pull it from here. I probably can't because I already deleted the ones that I was trying to work with. But let me see. Yeah, I already deleted it. So I'll make some. I'll show it. I'll show you guys how it works. It's pretty nifty. Oh, I gotta show my screen. Thanks for telling me that. All right, you guys all can see my screen. All right, cool. I'm a little hoarse today, just so you know, so if I clear my throat, it's just, I can't deal with it. All right, so I'm going to just show you guys the Maps Maker, basically. There's no point to have this big, long discussion about it. Okay, so, again, it has a bug in it, but we're hoping it'll be fixed tonight. So I do need a couple of users that use it, and will actually try to break it, because I've already broke it 3 times and I need some more people. So I'm going to show you the original one, and then I'll show you the one that you guys would be sent. So this is the original one. Holy nutballs, it's hot in here without my air on. I'm at the camper. All right, real basic program. So we have accounts file. Accounts file is a Gmail, which is a username, the email, and then a comma, password, and then a comma, and then it's the name of the map. So you'll see it actually working. So if you click on accounts, and then we'll click on the locations. And I'll go over the locations with you with the buyers because we don't want some of this stuff out. Then we go to browser settings. We have the timeout at 55 seconds, and then it also will say log, so I just clear on my log basically. And let it go. So it works in Chrome. You have to have Chrome. So it's logging into Google Maps. And now we're going to go and make a map. We're making a map for an embed. Basically an embed for a backlink, you know. That's the power of the maps, is the embeds. So you guys know how I would do Web 2.0 embeds. I'm still doing them, but there's so many Web 2.0 places that are closing up shop that we're doing Google Maps now. I don't think there's footprints in Chrome. I mean, it's an embed, so if there is footprints, I'm not going to really worry about it. Like if I did this stuff manually, it would take me probably 10 minutes a map. It's all the information in for you. It all pulls from a text file. So you can see there, the YouTube video is a clickable link, so it's a default link. And then we're also putting it in as an image, or I'm sorry, as a video. We can read the logs too. So if it's like stalled or something, it'll tell you what's wrong with it. I'll move that over so you guys can see. Oops. All right, so this is where the first bug comes up. It's making it public. If it's not public, nobody can read it. Google can't index it. There's no point to do it. So right now, as it is, you have to click it to say true, and you have to click the 1 on this version. But it made your Google Map, it made it public, it made your embed, and now it's sharing it, and it's saving to a file on an embed. So you can pull that embed out and put it in Money Robot, Zenposter, GSA, something like that, to build a link to the embed. So the purpose of it, Corky, is that we're using Google Maps authority to make embeds instead of using Web 2.0s, you know, like Blogspot, WordPress, such as those that have been banning accounts. Where instead we're going to Google and making this, making it on an embed, making it on a Google Map, and it becomes much more stronger. So now we're picking a different location. I think it's Fairbanks. So it's supposed to make an entirely new map now. So each location is a new map. That is in this version. Issues with that is that if you have hundreds of locations, you're going to have hundreds of maps, which I guess that's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me, but some people aren't going to like that. So then on the next version we made, it's all layered. I kind of actually like it this way, though, instead of having layers, because I think with layers, you're not going to get as much Google power. But Michael can probably put more of his input about layers versus separate maps. and it's going to pull the next YouTube video. So these are my YouTube videos or whoever's YouTube videos, which is Maid Services in Fairbanks. So there's a little bit of a setup that you have to do before you start running this, but it's not that bad. So Danny, that's another thing that are you talking about where it says untitled layer? Yeah. So the one that the quarter sent me, he has a layer, he has a title on his layer, and I asked him how to do it, and he gave me the right format, but I can't get it to work the right way. So that's another bug that he's going to have to fix. But I don't actually think it matters because the map itself is the name of Maid Services Alaska. Ideally, you would put Maid Services Fairbanks, Alaska, because we're doing Fairbanks. All right, I think that you want any more on that one. But we're doing the map. Does it say at the top how many maps it's going to do? So I might change that to the status. I would like to have it say like 1 account, 10 maps or something like that. I think it's more of a benefit for people looking at the actual map page, so it probably doesn't matter. Well, let's go look at the map page. So this is what you actually would, this is what Google would be trying to rank. And so if we click that little back arrow up there, so it doesn't say untitled layer or anything like that here. And we're just building it just basically to get that URL in there and to get the embed of the video in there. Oops. When it's done, I'm going to go and view a couple of the maps and then go back and show you something. And you'll see why this is powerful. So I think this is the last map, and then I'll show it to you. So for me, I think that I like it that it has individual maps versus a bunch of layers, just because I think that it's going to be more powerful to the individual video. Yeah, Paul, I know that. I was just mixing things up to see if it would pull different accounts because I have to find the right format. Like this says painting services, but it pulled the Maid Services video. That's fine because I'm just going to remove it anyways. Oh, that true button is going to come up again. I probably missed it. All right there. Yeah, I'm using from the same IP, Greg, because my Google accounts don't have proxies. I have thousands of YouTube accounts on one IP, so we're not using proxies. All right, so that finished. And then it says it's okay. So let's go and look at the maps. So like if I was backlinking this for Money Robot, now I can just copy and paste those out. I don't have to try to log in and find the share public link, which is dumb because I actually couldn't find it for a long time. All right, we'll go back there. We'll click on it. Okay, so that's what they would see. But really, we're not, to me, I don't care what they actually see. Again, I'm just doing it for the embeds. But these maps rank really, really good. All right, let me get that count, and then let me show you the reason why I'm checking these embeds. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. Counts. And then I'm going to log in. Oh, that's already logged in. All right, so we just logged into Google. You guys can see can you see my screen? Oh. Okay, nope. On air. Okay, you can see my screen, right? Okay, so we would go to Drive, and we're going to Maps. So these are the maps that I have been making. We'll click on it. So this one is right there. So you can see the YouTube video. You can have a long description, another a link to a website if you want to also. You can put whatever you want in there. And then if you want to edit it, you would edit there. So that's where it pulls the YouTube video from right there. All right, so you can see right here where it says 4 views. I just made this, right? How can it have 4 views? You know why it has 4 views? It has 4 views because I looked at a couple. But when I go and embed this, when I go embed the URL, I'll show you the URL again. When I go and embed this URL, for each embed I make, it is considered a view on here. So Google is, if I have 500 embeds, if I have 200 embeds, it's considered as 200 views. So we're giving power to the map, plus we're giving power to the video because it thinks like it's going viral, basically. I'm making it go viral. Does that you guys understand that? Kind of, not really. Okay. Danny, which part do you not understand? The views. Okay. For a simple way, each embed is a view. If you have 100 embeds, if you have 100 embeds, we're going to say embeds on like SDS, on WordPress, on Blogger, on any Web 2.0, any embed anywhere on websites is considered a view. So 1 embed is 1 view. 5 embeds is 5 views. 100 embeds is 100 views. So we're making the map look like it's gone viral. And every time you refresh it, it's considered a view, yes. Yes, you could use SidWire to smash the views. Yeah, Chris, so every time the name loads, it's another view. Because if I go refresh, it's 5 views. If I go refresh, it's 6 views. If I go refresh, it's 7 views. I don't think that it does that for the video, but let me check. Yeah, there's going to be a replay, as long as it records fine. So the views don't show up on the actual video, which we don't care. We don't need to show up in the video. We need it to show on the maps because the map, we're hijacking Google, the map's giving authority. The views are making it look viral. The map's going to make it rank. Chris, I haven't done a lot of the schema, so that's why I didn't add schema in here. No, so don't replace YouTube videos. Okay, I don't. Okay, replace YouTube videos after the fact with your own, or just delete it. No, no, no. This is making the video, or this is making the embed for you. So whatever video you put here is the one you want to rank. And you can put thousands of maps in one account. You can have thousands of maps in one account. You don't, like, if you have 500 locations, you don't have to have 500 Google accounts. When you go to this Google Drive, if you make 500 maps, it'll all be in there. So the final ranking results are that it ranks, the maps rank, the videos rank, and Michael will show that on Monday because he uses maps. He's used maps a lot longer than I have used maps, so he can actually show you better ranking. The purpose of it is that it gives you power to the map, and it's a Google authority. And because it gives power to the map, it's giving power to your YouTube video. Brian, you know, I don't know how quickly because I think it depends upon, you know, your competition and such. So, you know, come back on Monday and he can tell you. I mean, that's kind of an open-ended question because it depends upon your, you know, your competition. And I mean, Chris has been using it. He said been using this method for a while, and it hands down the ranks to your site. So you can put your video right here. You can put your video right here, and you can put your website in there. I just put the video there. No proxies at all. So this doesn't work with Google My Business because Google My Business, you have to have a phone number to verify it. So we're only using it with Google Maps, not Google Business Maps. Google does not verify any of it, no. Not a lick. Do you want me to run it again so you guys can see it? Oh, let me show you the second version of it, okay? The version I'm not entirely sold on. Okay, so that one makes an individual map for each location. Okay, this one is making layers. All right, so it's the same interface. It's accounts bio. And then the locations, we're just gonna there's a lot of people that are wanting to get in, and I told them I only have 100 seats. I wasn't lying. Okay, so let's go and see it work. So this is the version 1.2. So we got, you know, the click, I gotta pause my screen and put the password in because this is a little bit quicker version and it's expiring not the right password. Oh, let's do that again. I closed it on accident. Mark, no, it does not delete your bad accounts. I don't want it to go in there and be deleting people's files. All right, so this is the second version. So the difference in this is, you know, on the first one, the true button and the number 1 button are gone now, but it's not. The second layer isn't clicking. And my neighbor is mowing, so I need to close the door. So I'm going to put my computer down for a minute and let it run. is it really bad in the background with my air conditioner on? Okay, if it is, I'm just gonna have to deal with it because it's 100 degrees in here and I'm gonna freaking die. Okay, so did you guys see that? So the true button's not there and the number 1 button is not there. And you can see us doing layers now. Is it naming the layers? So it's not naming the layers right because this is Fairbanks and that is Anchorage. So it's gonna have to fix that. What are we doing? Make services for Fairbanks? Okay. Where does it pick up the website URL? It would pick it up if I had it in the text file. Is that you typing in the URL info? Or that's the software. The software, from when I hit start, the software is doing 100% of this stuff. Okay, this is where the bug is in the new version. Like, it's supposed to click that hourglass on the second layer, and it's not clicking it. And as you can see, it says it's clicked it and doing everything, but you can tell that it's not. So if I click cancel, so pretty much like it's not working now, but it thinks that it's working. So that is the bug that right now we're hoping he fixes tonight. If he fixes it tonight, then anyone who buys into the beta will get the update, basically. And hopefully there won't be any more bugs, but you know, like it's beta, it's only been out for a week or less. And it's very few people that are using it. So on that version, you guys, it does not do an individual map per location. It does like main service Alaska, and then all the layers would be locations. I'll tell you how much the beta is in a couple minutes. Danny, yeah, you have to pay my AC bill to get in. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the layers with one map name, or would you guys like individual maps? I think it would make sense to do them both. That's what I was thinking, Paul, too. But for this, I think individual maps is actually smarter, too. And I actually think it's going to rank better because it's not having to try to give all the power to 12 videos when I can make 12 maps. And especially since you can have as many maps as you want inside it, inside your Google Drive, it doesn't really matter, you know, if you put 500 locations in there. The only issue is for index, or not for indexing, sorry, for backlinking that many. I wonder if we could put a playlist in here. Let's try. All right. Let's try that. So YouTube search. I'm just going to put in manually. So it'll pick all the videos in the playlist, but it won't pick an individual one. That's a bummer. YouTube URL. No. Okay, guys, so we won't do playlists. It will only do YouTube videos. So I'm not going to show you accounts file, I will show you the, I kind of don't want to show that unless you guys are in the beta. I mean, I can tell you what it is. It's not that hard. So the first field is your location. That's where it searches. The second field is the YouTube video. That's where it puts it in at right here. The YouTube search button. This main services Anchorage is, what's it? Oh, we're not working on the same file. Which one did I pick? Main service is Alaska, so it would be the name of the layer, it looks like, and the title. Then you got your description, and then you got your cleaning services, which is somewhere. It should be the title. The untitled layer should be cleaning services, but it's not pulling it the right way. Under the video? Well, yeah, I mean, that's the description in the YouTube video. It should be the untitled layer, though. This field, it should be untitled layer, but it's not pulling it. So does the main service relate to the video in any way, or is it random and main service helping out the video rankings? Oh, so yeah, this video and this map is about main services. It says painting services right there because I was mixing up different different structures to see if I could break it myself. But if you click on this one, maid services. See, that one says maid services Alaska. So, you know, ideally, I know this isn't going to rank off the bat because YouTube video doesn't rank off the bat for Anchorage. You're gonna have to do you know, backlink into it just the way it is. I can go in and index it though. Actually, I don't. Let me do this. So maid services Anchorage. Yes, YouTube videos. And that's freaking Anchorage, like seriously. Let's do Fairbanks. So that's the second one. Let's for the hell of it, let's go and index that map. Are y'all in for indexing the map? Is that cool? We're gonna go index it. Let's see. I want the Fairbanks one though. We gotta find it. Well, but that's probably a layered one, isn't it? Let's check. So that's one that was not, oh, Alaska. All right, that's Fairbanks. Okay, that's the invent though. Crap. Sean is the map number one. I don't think that the map can't be number one because yeah, the video. Okay, so am I in Twit here? Can I not get there? Oh. Okay, where's my share button? Oh my god. We're just gonna do this way. But I don't want the link like that. I want preview. Let's share. I don't want that. Maybe by email. Oh my god, so irritating. Is this the link I can... I think that's the link. Does that look like the link, Chris? Yeah, to index it. It's just the Maps D viewer link, right? Yeah, all right. I don't know. Let's go see. Oh, crap. All right. I don't know if this is going to work or not because I don't even know if that's the right link, but let's go see. It probably is not. We don't want UK. Really? This is a brand new account and I'm already pulling that. Okay, close that. Okay. I don't know if that's the right link or not, guys. We'll give it a few minutes. This should be, though. It looks like a public link. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up. There's a ton of questions. So, all right. So how many maps are you doing per Google account? You can do as many maps that you can do. As far as I know, there's no like limit. If you hit a limit, let me know. You can use Badass Indexer to index them, yes. Speaking of Badass Indexer, if you guys bought it, I sent a update last night to your PayPal's emails. So check your PayPal email for the update. All right, my answers were, hey, we're not using proxies. So, Danny, this is a separate VPS. I'm not running it on my home computer, just because if I run on my home computer, then I can't, like, go on Google, and it'll just run all, you know. I always run stuff on VPSs. You can get a cheap VPS. It's not like a heavy software. If you have Badass Indexer, put it on the same VPS, it'll be fine. You must be trying to bury a keyword in the embed code. I'm not sure there would be any benefit to that step. I'm sure there's some. Danny, ask Michael when he comes on. Again, he uses Maps obviously way more than me. I'm just started using Maps maybe 3-4 months ago, so he knows way more about the Maps than me, which is why he's doing the training. His stuff is amazing. He's really smart. So we would probably not want to embed 500 at once, right? Especially if it's local, that may look a little fishy. Robert, I'm doing like a couple thousand at one time, and I seem to be okay. I don't know if there's ever been like a Google Map, like de-indexed or deleted. I'm sure. maybe as has happened, or you lost your Google account maybe. Hasn't happened to me yet. So it doesn't count as a view for the video, but it counts as a view to the map. Yeah, that's right, folks. Yeah, I don't think that's the right link. I'd like to figure out how to add schema in this, the U-box. Maybe at the end file it can do it, but I haven't got that far yet. It might be an update. I wish it would stop alerting me that there's like people trying to come in, because it's screwing up my recording a little bit. How many URLs do you recommend per map? So in this box, I put like a couple hundred words in that box, and like it was fine. It took it. So I mean, you're gonna have to, you know, put a shit ton in there, and if it doesn't fire away, then you know you had too many in there. You probably can keyword stuff it too. Yes, Nick, I am live streaming my videos with LSG. So Nick, they did not take away the embedded live stream videos. There's a trick around the AdWords account. I'm not gonna teach it in here. I'm not, maybe in the buyers probably will get it, because I noticed when I tried to put a video in here that was just live streamed, I went to here and YouTube search and I put it in there and it didn't work. So yeah, the embed is an issue, but I already figured out a way around it. So all my stuff is always been live streamed. If it misses a location, can it go back and get them done? No, it cannot, but I can ask him to put in a file or something, that a file that like fails location or something like that. We can put that in as an update mark. So does the ranking show a video or local Google Plus map, and how many keywords? So ideally, when they look for main services Alaska, we want it to say, you know, we want a YouTube video, we want this map ranking, we want the website ranking. You know, I'm trying to take as many properties as we can. So I don't know, what do you guys think about it? I mean, it's pretty awesome. There's a lot of, you know, like Frank and Michael were like, oh my God, Holly, I can't believe you're gonna sell it. You're crazy for selling it, because people aren't talking about it. It works, but I figure, well, the Web 2.0 thing is struggling right now, keeping the Web 2.0s there without getting them removed, unless you're going to use someone's PBM privately, and this is a really good route. I think this helps the videos better because it gives you Google authority. It's mapped, so it's another location that I can try to rank for. So is the final version going to give you the option to do or not do the layers? Craig, I'm going to see if he can give us the option to do both of them, if you want to do layers or if you want to do individual maps. If I have to pick either one, because for whatever reason it's not going to work, I'm going to pick the one that is in individual maps over layers. But if I can, I'm going to put them both in. I don't know if it runs on a Mac, David. It's U-bot, so if you ever run U-bot on a Mac, I guess it will work. Yeah, Chris, there, you know, Chris doesn't want me to sell it either. The accounts for this don't need to be on the same YouTube account as originally in YouTube. That's right, Greg. You just have to have Google accounts. They don't have to be the YouTube accounts. It would be kind of, it would be kind of a good idea to use the YouTube accounts because for me, like, I have several thousand YouTube accounts, and if I can get any kind of action going on them, like in the Gmails or liking videos, I mean, the Google Drive usage would make them look like they're more legit, but it's not like something that we have to do. I have no idea if it's going to send a footprint. I don't honestly even care. I don't worry about footprints. Yeah, Danny, nobody's putting up like 5,000 videos a day like I am, so we're all good there. Over the text file, whichever version allows us to use one video, I would think the more embeds. With a single video, the more ranking power versus putting it in multiple videos. Yeah, I agree with you, Robert. I have both versions. So the beta people will probably, ideally, I think I'm going to send both versions, and then we'll have an update hopefully tonight, and then we can go from there. So the official launch is going to be likely on Monday. I was hoping it would be today, but that search function wasn't working the right way. Would it also make sense to use the different YouTube variations in each map? The different variations. I'm guessing you're talking about this link right there. Brian, you can put any link there. I mean, you can put, so this link is the, so that link is the one that goes there. So you can put any link in there. You can put more than one I'm sure. I mean, really, the beta users are going to be the ones who are going to be like, look, you can't put 2 links in here. Can you fix that? Or you can put a ton of links in there, you know what I mean? The video is on page 2. When did you first start the project? Let me see when I put that one in. I think I did it 2 days ago, but let's check. Was made for services, Anchorage. Last one. So you guys are seeing this on like page 1, but I'm not actually seeing it anymore. Well, it's not that one either. Maybe we'll just go to the page. I see the Fairbanks on page 2, so we hit a different data set or whatever. I think I started it 2 or 3 days ago. I don't know, something like that. Can we use separate accounts for the maps for the YouTube channels? Yeah, we went over that. No. Okay, if you didn't get the BAI update, send me an email, and I will put my email in here. And that way you guys can get it. Oh, you didn't send it right. Sorry. Central. Okay. Chris, you're the co-owner. Awesome stuff, man. So you have a video made and ready to go. How long does the process take? David, I'm guessing the ranking, you know, it depends upon the competition. The only way to see is actually do it and see how long it's going to take you. I'll put the beta link. I'll do that as soon as I'm done with the questions. I got like 3 left, okay? Is there a greater effect with more embeds? Brian, I personally think there is, yes. I was thinking more from the views perspective, but you said it doesn't count for views, so it makes sense. If you had 500 views in a day for a main service in Anchorage that has 50 searches a month, Google goes your bullshit. Well, but this is the funny part. You would think they know that we're full of shit and that we're gaming it, but I don't think they know we're full of shit, or they don't have something in there as of right now. Because we're sending it to the max. We're not sending it to YouTube video. So probably at some point it will break, but we might as well take advantage of it while we can. So we can load 10 cities and it will build out the maps for each location using the same video. No, I mean, yes, Danny, if you put it in your text file. So if you have a bunch of, okay, say we have 12 locations in Alaska and we have one YouTube video. You made one YouTube video for all 12 locations. You put that URL right here, the same URL. You just list it all the way down. Whatever is in that description is what is going to get pulled. I have a video for each location, so I pulled each URL out. Okay? I wish it would do playlist URLs. Maybe Michael might know a way it puts playlist in there. Somebody asked him that on Monday. Does this program create the pipe delimited text file that you showed? No, I will send the text file with the betas, or with the download. Can you have a link that can be changed to rent? Anybody can. You can go in here and change this. Don't ask me how to do it at the very moment. If we go to edit. Oh, there we go. Edit. We just change out that link. I don't know if it's something we can add in it at some point. Edit out the video URLs. It might be a little bit. I don't really like editing things once it's there, but yeah, that's how you edit it. So if you want to sell it, you just edit it all out. Yeah, Chris, I think that was the link that I used. Can you put your keywords instead of untitled layer? So that's one of the updates that I'm going to ask him to put in, is that untitled layer. Ideally, I wanted to have my keywords because it said it there. I think it's just something he just looked over. It's not adding in there right. So it's something that I want in there, yes. Our Gmail accounts PVAs. My accounts are PVAs because I use them with YouTube. So I mean, if you buy 100 accounts and they last, you can use them on G Drive, but it depends upon what your provider is. I mean, you don't have to have PVAs. Mine are PVAs because I use them for different things. I use them for the indexer. I use them for YouTube. I use them for a couple other YouTube U-bot softwares that we're going to come up with. I'll tell you guys about them in a minute. I want to hurry up and get to the bottom of these questions. Without interruption, David wants to see it again. Okay. So we're going to do that one. The replay is going to be sent out in the mailing list for the guys who wanted to know. And if you guys can hear my air conditioner over this, I am sorry, but it's 100 degrees, so I need to have my air on. All right, we're going to push play. Hopefully it does the account password. It does not. In 1 minute, I got to. It's because, it's because I have a very fast server, and most people's servers are not this fast, so I'll have to have them slow that down a little bit. Okay, there we go. So it's going to log in and make it. So, I'm going to split the screen. Oh, I can't split my screen. Oh, I kind of can. All right, it's just picking a student. It's okay. So here is the beta. And there's a coupon for the beta users, and I'm not going to let that many people come in as a beta user just because if something happens really bad and I'm not ready to launch it Monday, I'm not going to get my butt ripped in half. Coupon. Okay. So the price is, let me explain it to you before you guys get it. The price is $297 plus it's a $37 a month for the software. So when you go and buy it, it's $297. That includes Michael's training program on maps. If you go to the website, it tells you what he's going over. It's all about maps and embeds. So that pays for his course, and then, just a minute, Mark, and then the software itself is $37 a month. And I had to set it up so there's 1 day of a free trial, so anybody who buys it, the $297, they get 1 day free trial of the software, and then the next day it charges you $37. So Mark, Carla, Keith, and anyone else who was at the private mastermind in Chicago that I had, because you guys paid that, I gotta talk to Michael about it, but you'll get the program for free, and then I think I'll have to talk to him about the training. See you later, David. All right, so we got to click OK. So this is I'm probably going to send this copy out to the betas because it does the individual maps and not the layers. If you want one or the other, the layer versus the individual map, just let me know, and I'll send you whichever one. They both have a bug, so just be aware of that, at least until tonight. If you just want to buy the software, you guys can do that. It's $37 a month either way. I can go back to the website in a couple hours and I'll have a link on there for just the software. Okay, David? I wasn't expecting that question, or I would have put it there. Sorry. Remember to email me if you did not get the BAI update also. Okay, so I was talking about other softwares. Brian, the URL is okay, the URL is central, is badassindexer.com/Google Maps Domination. And the coupon is webinar 50 off, or webinar 50, I think it is. So the beta, okay, so let me explain this. The beta is $250 because of the $50 coupon. I'm only going to let probably 5 people in at the beta price. because again, if something breaks that's massive, then I don't have to refund a bunch of people. The official launch will be going out on Monday at the price of likely $300, so the betas get $50 off. And the other softwares we're building for this is we're making a UBot playlist maker that logs into your YouTube account and make sure that your live stream is enabled and it goes to playlist. It will put in your description, the title. It'll click on settings. It does all the manual work that I do basically, and then clicks on share, copies and pastes that into an embed file. So the bot's done now. We're doing a YouTube bot commenter that goes to a list of URLs, and you can comment on it. I think we're going to try to do a voting, or like a thumbs up. I'm not sure if we're going to have to do that, but we'll be doing that. And then there's a third one. What's the third one? Oh, it's YouTube URL list scraper. So I'm not really sure how it's going to work. It's going to log into your account, and for me, I do 5,000 videos daily, so it'll log into each account and scrape all of my URLs and put in the file. Otherwise, I have to manually, for like this type of thing, I have to manually go in and get the URL out. So those are the three softwares that we're going to be making after this. Maybe we have a couple more too. I don't know, but that's what we're thinking. It says the future billing is 50 cents. Let's check. No, today's payment is $297. That's for Michael's course. It's 6 to 8, 45 minutes to 1 hour sessions. One is released each week. And then tomorrow it'll be billed $37 for the software. Place in the coupon code? Okay. What's the coupon code? Oh, webinar. What the hell? Future payments will be discounted by $36.50. Oh, that's a problem. Discount is $50. Oh, you know why? Because it's taking $50 off of my how to fix that? All right, we're gonna just do a really easy fix because it's not it's not a full-fledged launch. Give me 1 minute, guys. So I'm changing. That's funny. Not really. Okay, I'm changing the price to $250. So there is no coupon code until I have my 5 people in, and then we'll put the price back. Let me just make sure my coupon is out there now. Of course not, because I hit delete. Fucking stupid thing. Okay. Oh my god, that was funny. Okay, we'll show the screen again. Let's make sure it works now. No lifetime, Steve. The reason I'm not doing a lifetime is because I did a lifetime for the indexer, and I've had 20-some updates, and it's too expensive to keep up with updates. So that's why I'm doing monthlies. And at $37 a month, I made it as cheap as I possibly could for you guys. And again, if you want the software only, just go back to the URL in a couple hours, probably, I don't know, an hour, and I'll have a link to just the software. Go back to, and that's the URL badass indexer / Google Maps domination. So does this help you rank your Google map listings or you rank your video? Ron, it does both. Absolutely does both. And Michael can give you more information about everything. If you guys already bought it and it says 50 cents, then I'll get it taken care of. I may end up just invoicing you or subscribing you to 37 or whatever, 36.50. I'll get it taken care of. So Michael is teaching the entire map training. I only did the software part of it when I brought him in. He's giving you a free template for a backlink for Money Robot, which the template backlinks the embeds. I'm sorry, that's wrong. The template makes the embeds on Money Robot. He's going to go over video map embeds, images and maps and video maps, connecting videos to maps, and vice versa, map indexing, and the proper map for maximum effect. All right, is there any other questions? I think that we have maybe one more spot for the beta, so Brian, it's if you just want the software, you're gonna have to go back to the site in an hour because I don't have a link just for the software. The link I have on there is for the training plus the software. I have to put a whole new thing in JVZoo, so it'll take me an hour or so. Oh, okay. So the training, he is coming on Monday. He has to make the videos. Yeah, $250 gives you the training. The $37 a month gives you the software. So I will send people the software. I have to manually put it in, so I will send it to your PayPal address. Sorry, Brian, I misunderstood you. Any other questions? Make sure you guys come back on Monday too, because Mike will be on. So if any of this stuff confuses you, he'll be able to dummy it down. Probably, I'm not the best person for that kind of stuff. And evidently, I need to move my attendees up to more than 100 people. That's funny. Yes, there is a replay that's going to be going out. There will be an email for training. Yeah, as soon as you'll get it on Monday. We're gonna plan on releasing one video training a week. And I think he said there's 6. He's doing 6 or 8 of them. If you want the training now and software to use in coming weeks, should I buy it today? Probably, because, well, I mean, it's going to go up $50 on Monday. The software itself is $37. So Monday, it'll be $300 for the training and $37 a month for the software, yes. Any other questions? Wrong button. Really, just like Chris said, you kind of going in blind if you're just getting the software, because Michael knows a lot of the secrets to maps. He knows more secrets than I know. So it's definitely worth the price. Will it support Spindex to allow for targeting different keywords? That is a good question. I will ask him, Paul. I'm not sure if it does. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it's right or not. Sorry. Ron, Michael will show you results that it produced on Monday. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because it looks like we're not going to get any more questions. Let me make sure I got everybody. Okay, so it looks like we got the 5 people, so I'm going to be changing it back to 300. So thank you for the people who got in the beta, and I will be emailing you probably both versions. Just remember it has bugs. That's why we're getting the betas. Embeds are required to achieve results. Yeah, Brian. You have to get embeds to achieve the results. Okay, I'm going to stop this and we'll send a replay out then.